Hello, welcome back to my channel. The world of reality TV has always been full of drama, but few rivalries have sparked as much controversy and chaos as the ongoing feud between Baddies stars Natalie Nunn and Tommie. With bold claims, fierce insults, and personal jabs, this drama has captivated fans and social media users alike. Let's dive into how this all started, who's involved, and why the situation has escalated to an all-time high. Natalie Nunn rose to fame through her appearance on Bad Girls Club, quickly establishing herself as a major force in the reality TV world. Known for her outspoken nature and fearless attitude, she became one of the faces of the Baddies franchise on Zeus Network. Natalie has long portrayed herself as the brains behind the operation, claiming to be the one who keeps the show running. Tommie, on the other hand, came from a different reality TV world, making a name for herself on Love Hip Hop Atlanta. With a reputation for not backing down from a fight and being vocal about her struggles, Tommie has her own fan base that follows her every move. When she joined Baddies as a cast member, fans knew things were bound to heat up. Natalie made a bold, over-the-top statement claiming she runs Detroit during an Instagram live, saying she lets people live in Detroit. While this outlandish claim was likely made to boost her confidence, it rubbed many the wrong way, especially Tommie, who wasted no time in firing back. Tommie was quick to call Natalie out for being delusional, broke, and unable to manage her own life, let alone an entire city. Tommie even accused Natalie of struggling to pay her rent, which turned the feud from a simple argument to an all-out war. Tommie, never one to hold back, didn't just stop at questioning Natalie's financial stability. She also called out Natalie's personal life, accusing her of sneaking around behind her husband's back and flying men out for secret rendezvous. These allegations added fuel to the fire, with both women taking to social media to air their grievances and sling insults back and forth. As the feud escalated, Tommie dropped a bombshell claim that Natalie was broke and pretending to own the Baddies franchise. Tommie's claim was that Natalie couldn't even run her own household, let alone the city of Detroit or a massive reality TV empire. Fans were quick to chime in, with many siding with Tommie and calling out Natalie for her overconfidence and exaggerated statements. This isn't the first time Natalie Nunn and Tommie have clashed. Their beef goes back to the early days of Baddies, where tensions between the two began to brew over issues like screen time, paychecks, and control of the narrative. While Natalie always positioned herself as the boss and creative force behind the show, Tommie seemed to be growing tired of Natalie's antics, claiming she wasn't as powerful as she made herself out to be. Tommie has often spoken out about feeling like Natalie only brought her on the show for drama, using her for news and exploiting personal issues. Natalie, on the other hand, has maintained that she gives Tommie opportunities and jobs, suggesting that without her, Tommie wouldn't have the same platform. Things took a wild turn during filming for Baddies Caribbean when Tommie traveled to Barbados for a special guest appearance. As soon as Tommie touched down, the shade started flying, with Tommie making it clear that the real boss of the show wasn't Natalie, it was Lenny or Lemuel Plummer, Zeus Network CEO. Tommie openly thanked Lenny for paying her checks and inviting her to the show, completely bypassing Natalie's supposed authority. This move didn't sit well with Natalie, who took to social media to assert her control. She claimed that Tommie was only on the show because she allowed it and that Tommie owed her for the opportunity. The tension between the two continued to rise, with fans eagerly watching the drama unfold on Instagram and Twitter. One of the most bizarre and talked about moments in the Natalie vs. Tommie feud came during a filming session for Baddies Caribbean. Tommie, who had reportedly spent her own money renting a horse for her scenes, was furious when the production team allowed other cast members to use the horse without asking her permission. Feeling disrespected, Tommie erupted into a rage, demanding her horse be returned and accusing the producers of intentionally provoking her for the cameras. Natalie, ever the instigator, saw the perfect opportunity to stir the pot. She posted on social media, mocking Tommie for her outburst and calling her mentally unstable. Natalie suggested that Tommie's anger wasn't justified and that she was simply overreacting. Fans, however, were quick to come to Tommie's defense, arguing that anyone would be upset if something they paid for was used without permission. The central issue at the heart of the Natalie-Tommie feud is the question of who really runs the Baddies franchise. Natalie has long claimed to be the boss, frequently stating that she's the one who makes the decisions, pays the bills, and keeps the show going. However, Tommie and many fans believe that Natalie is just a figurehead with the real power lying in the hands of Zeus. Network executives like Lenny. This power struggle has played out publicly, with Natalie boasting about her control over the show and Tommie openly questioning her authority. During one of her social media rants, Natalie went as far as to say that she had been paying Tommie's bills for the past year through her appearances on the show. Tommie, however, fired back, claiming that her paycheck came directly from Lenny and that Natalie had nothing to do with it.in. One of the most explosive moments of the feud, Tommielee recorded a phone call with Lenny, in which he confirmed that Tommie was paid $30,000 for just 2 days of filming Baddies Caribbean. This revelation was a major blow to Natalie's claims that she controlled the show's finances and was responsible for paying Tommie's salary. Tommie wasted no time in sharing the recording, using it as proof that Natalie had been lying about her role in the show's production. Fans were quick to side with Tommie, praising her for exposing Natalie's deceit and calling out the reality TV star for trying to take credit for something she didn't control. They asked if the drama wasn't intense enough. Things took a turn for the bizarre when Tommie accused Natalie of claiming to be the devil. According to Tommie, Natalie had once jumped up and down, shouting that she was the devil and that Tommie was God. Tommie made it clear that she didn't play around with religious matters and that Natalie's behavior was not only strange but also disrespectful. Natalie, of course, denied these allegations. But the claim only added to the growing list of personal attacks and accusations being thrown between the two women. As the feud between Natalie Nunn and Tommielee continues to escalate, it's clear that this drama is far from over. Both women have built their careers on their willingness to engage in public fights and stir up controversy, and fans are eagerly waiting to see what happens next. Will Natalie and Tommie eventually squash their beef and come to an understanding? Or is this rivalry destined to continue indefinitely? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: as long as the cameras are rolling and the social media platforms are active, this feud will keep the fans entertained. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.